My names are Peter Yakubu Iduh. I'm a pharmacist and I'm a trader and a businessman. As a pharmacist, my core business is sales of pharmaceuticals and consumables. Currently, I'm the general manager of Swan Medical Limited and Iduh Integrated Services Nigeria Limited. I reside in Abuja. I'm happily married to my lovely wife, Ruth, and I have 4 kids, very adorable kids. I come from the family of late Charles Iduh. I'm from Avrugo, Odo Igala local government area of Kogi State. Sincerely, I think it's the vision behind the marks. It's the vision behind the person that's actually the organizer of this tournament. You see, growing up, I've always known him to be a very visionary leader. So when you see someone that has vision to integrate the young people in the society into something great, that's what my company looks out for. People that have that mindset that individuals on the streets have to be developed. And in his own aspect, he decided to take football. Football is international. It's not just local. But it has to start from somewhere. So this young man felt and still feels that he has to bring out young Igala people. And my passion has always been to develop an average Igala man, to bring out the best in an average Igala man. So I think that makes our both visions, and that's why I'm part of his sponsorship today. So in all, is to develop football, develop an average Igala person, and develop Nigeria as a country. Well, it's a family foundation. I know growing up, we thought our last kid would be a footballer. So if he was one today, I think he could have been the one making sure this dream of our visionary leader, Kamara, comes to bear. So for our foundation, all we think about is how to better the lives of an average person. And you can see that a lot of people have moved from the shackles of poverty to greatness through being a footballer. So when he brought up this dream, I now said, okay, if this will make a lot of Igalas, other tribes that live around the Igala environment, to break through and be greater people on earth, then we'll definitely partner with you. So that is where the vision of my foundation, to elevate poverty, to remove people from where they are, to take them to greater heights, aligns with his vision of developing people, integrate them into society, and make them greater people. That's where we align. Even in European football, they still have I don't know if they have under 3 or under 5. But we see a lot of competitions at every age. We know we don't have the exposure in Nigeria, and that's where my brother is driving to, for us to start at every age. These days, when we were growing up, we didn't know anything about football academy. The only academy we all knew was secondary schools and the rest. But today, there are a lot of football academics where you now go read books and play football, which is what I think we're copying from the European countries. I will assure you that with his dream, which I've seen a lot of other tribes that pass through Igala land, they've achieved their dream through grassroots football. For me, football at the grassroots has to be encouraged. It has to be invested in. Sometimes I look back and I say, if I had more funds, it's a cash cow that people undermine, people don't really believe exists. But for me, I believe there is so much potential. Financially, achieving your passion. There's nothing as good as making money from the driving and making money from your passion. So if you have passion for football at grassroots, I actually feel people should encourage people at that level. Growing up, our parents, they will tell us footballers were no good. That you should not go to play football, go and read your books. But today, I think reverse is the case, with the likes of Kamal giving a new narrative to what football is. The most unifying thing we have in Nigeria today is football. It's sports. It's the only place you can see all the tribes, all the religious sects, all the different political parties. They come under one canopy and laugh and clap hands. In short, the only time I see Nigeria united recently is whenever Nigeria is playing football. Whenever a lot of people see their clubs, Arsenal play, you see all Arsenal fans, they become friends. They fall under one canopy. So the unity of people, the unifying factor of people, for me today, is football and sports. So I see football and sports as the next thing Nigeria, everybody should invest in to bring a very healthy coexistence between people. Yes, my brother, let me tell you, I am someone that is very strategic and I look at things critically. If there was no growth indices in this tournament, I don't think I could have still been part of the sponsors. All the indices, all the parameters to measure growth in this tournament, I've seen all of them. I can tell you a crop of Nigerians that has grown through this tournament. I've had discussions with Kamal where he shows me pictures where people are signing them, both internationally and locally. With that, what do you think we need more? It's more investments. If we have more investments in what the vision is, I tell you, many of our boys, all these names we hear internationally, it's people that brought them up. And that's what is bringing close to us. So I don't think it's a dream that will stop with him, because he has a board, he has directors, he has investors. So I look at this tournament as a tournament that has to outlive us in our generation. Our children will invest in it. That's what I look at. It's something that I intend my children to invest in. You just heard one of my managers discussing that if things work out our way, that we might invest in getting some high level and more quality jerseys branded with the company name where he is trying to integrate new things into. So those are the dreams. So we're not thinking just about our company or about ourselves. We're actually thinking about how to partner more and bring in more incentives to our younger ones that have interest into being footballers. So I think it's a dream come true for me. It's a dream come true. It's a vision come true for Kamal. I feel it's a win-win situation for me. You understand? Those people that invest in football outside there, they make money. But we want to be the generation of people that will invest for the future to make money from. That's what I feel I have at the back of my mind now. And I wish the organizers of this tournament, I wish them the best. I always say that good things don't come easy. Sometimes when you hear Kamal, if he comes out, you wonder, why is he still driving one car in 3 years? Visionaries, anybody that has a vision will always remain in one circle. Not poor, not rich. So people come to benefit from people's vision. I look at him as that type of person. So by the time he has maybe 100, 200, 300 footballers from this tournament, I think at that point, that's where he will now realize that this thing that he started with passion and joke has come to reality. Nothing good comes easy. You understand? You see, everybody wants to become the Ronaldo, the Messi, and without hard work. Football is physical. So for the players, I think that patience, perseverance, you understand, would definitely take them. And discipline to crown it all. Because we see a lot of people growing, but along the line, they fall out because they get involved in drugs, steroids, and the rest of them. It takes no good player anywhere. So with discipline, perseverance, you understand, reassurance from people like Kamal, they'll go places. And for the fans, we're not going to give up. For the sponsors, we will not give up. The fans should stand tall. Believe in this dream of this tournament. This tournament, for me, is one tournament that I have a mindset that if the right investors come, Igala Land will have a very standard stadium. Igala Land will start generating funds from football. So we're already seeing the end from the beginning. We're seeing the millions of euros that will be coming into the hands of young Igala people that will be passing through this project to a greater height. First of all, our doors are open to anybody that has good and genuine ideas. You see, a lot of our people are deviating from thinking of the future of Igala land. They now think of their pockets. We are not open to such people. But for people that are very transparent, that have this Igala mindset that we need to develop, our doors are very open to them. And in the future too, we will not give up. One of the advice I will always give the tournament is that you must do better than the last tournament. I've always told Kamal, if you know you're not going to do better than the last tournament, don't start it. Close the curtains so that you leave when the vision is loudest. But with your giant strides achieved recently, I don't think you have any alternative, because any day you stop this tournament, you failed the Igala people. You failed our nation. Because whatever springboard will take our children to where we expect them to be, if not this our platform. We have a lot of people that have funds that could have done this, but they might not have the ideas. And I see your progress in the NFA team, in other competitions. I see you actually having the right connect to where we're going to. So the tournament is not a tournament that has to start and die with Kamara. No, it has to be continuous. So Kamara will have to look for the template where the likes of the Man U team, the Arsenal management and the rest, how they started. He has to put that type of team in place for the Igala Nations Cup and the tournament to continue.